Get going here. 3, 2, 1. All right, man. What is up? Welcome everybody here to the podcast. So you can see it's our third i2i podcast. I don't have any guests today, so it's just me solo dolo. So I'll just be going over a couple top 5 lists that we put together today and talk about all kinds of random shit. So welcome to the show here. I want to shout out team. I think it's Poached. They're from Germany. I guess I think they're from Germany. They hit us up asking about the podcast. So welcome from fucking Germany. So yeah, man. So hope everybody's doing good out there with the COVID and the quarantine. It looks like it's going to be lifted soon, but our governor decided not to open up the insides of bars, so that's just going to screw us up even more. It's got everybody up in fear. We're supposed to have the Capital Craft tournament right now, as a matter of fact, and we had to postpone it just for safety reasons because we didn't want the appearance of – we had a lot of teams sign up. We didn't want the appearance of a crush of people outside their place drinking and playing beer pong after what's happened down the Jersey Shore. And, of course, Murphy got on his shit today and canceled the openings of the bar. So that's fucking great. So we should have just had the goddamn tournament anyway and said, fuck it. So, but whatever. Hopefully other bars will just start not giving a shit and put these things together. So that'd be fucking great. Yeah, but there's always Casa de Pongkings. So maybe we'll have another one of those soon. I've got 4th of July weekend. I got a cornhole tournament the weekend after that, and then maybe the weekend after that, or do a bang bang. Maybe do a cornhole one day, Pong the next, or maybe do them both. Who the fuck knows? All right, man. So let's get into it. So I did a couple top 5s. So we asked who are the top 5 male players in Pongkings right now. Now, not necessarily during COVID, but right now, meaning within this last 8 months span of the people that have been playing, the people that are coming out to tournaments, and then obviously online, we've been watching online and, putting that all together. So we had a lot of people vote. Some of them were silly, some of them were serious, and we were able to extract the top 5 names. So here's the top 5 names of the males that were chosen by the Pongkings players, and I'll give you my 2 cents on it. 5 players. Well, I'll do the top 4. They said, in no order, Ray, Horn, Casey McKenna, Vinny Ania, and then Harshal Sharoff. Top 4 right there, solid. We could debate all day who's 1, 2, 3, 4. At any given day, any one of them will be up there. So we're not here to discuss that right now, and I'm sure they'll be able to discuss it on their own next time they see each other. But so for the 5th spot, we had a couple of wild cards thrown there. Some people voted for themselves. But we went through, and the one we came up with that had a couple votes here and there, but who's been playing outstanding is Dan. So we're going to throw Dan, Captain Redbeard. We're going to throw you in there for top 5 right now. Online, you've been playing phenomenal. And when you don't have a bra on your head or a squeaky chicken or a dog running around your apartment, if anybody's seen any of our tournaments, we'll put some highlights up of these tournaments soon. We're going through a lot of video. We're going to start putting a lot of content on there, on here. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, man. Subscribe so you get the updates and all the good stuff that's going there. I don't have to constantly post it on Facebook and shit like that. So subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff on here. A lot of archive stuff I'm going through. Hard drive worth of shit because I'm bored. So gives me something to do. All right, man. So there's your top 5. I think it's Ray, Casey, Vinny, Harshal, and I'm going to throw Dan. Dan is going to be number 5 here. Voted in. There was a couple of votes that other people got, but they were tied, and I think that was a good choice. I'm not going to do any honorable mentions because I don't want to get everybody all twisted. So, and then, yeah. So, all right. So next we did girls. We threw the girls out there, top 5 girls. Now, girls that are playing in Pongkings, not girls that are the best in Pong in general across the world or New Jersey. We're just saying people that play for Pongkings is our little list. So when you come back to the tournaments, who you can look out for. The guys list, pretty fair. I just watch out for Dan. Girls list right now, there's a lot of good votes again. Some people voted for themselves. Vinny actually made the list, which is kind of funny. Then we have, a couple people were voted once, and there was some solid players here. So, we had Mook. Everybody had Mook. Daya, who's been shooting fantastic. You've been seeing her on the quarantine tournaments, and she's been doing great. And before that, she was ripping the shit out of Richie's. Next, they had Danielle, who I definitely see playing and doing well. A newcomer is Serena. Serena was voted on there. I would have to put her on this page. She's been a newcomer playing quarantine Pong. Picked it up, something to do while she was locked up in her house. Got better. Came out to some of the live tournaments, got better. I could definitely see her when we come back to the bars, partnering up and doing some work for a new player. Making the top 5 list right now is pretty good. And I would round it out with Sabrina, who's come such a long way with Pongkings, who used to go 0-5, and her sister never would want to play with her, to actually being a dominant force on the table. And watching her and Casey do some work on some of the online stuff, some of the co-ed stuff is good. So there it is. I'd say Dea, Serena, Danielle, and Sabrina are your top 5 girls. And like I said, there's a couple other honorary mentions. We can get into that later, maybe when we do a top 10 or something, but I am not touching that with a 10-foot pole. So top 5 list. We'll do a couple more of those on the Instagram. Make sure you go on the Instagram and check out those polls, and we'll do a few more. We have some guests coming up in the next few i2i podcasts. We're trying to put that together. And if you want to be a guest, just let us know. We'll see when we can fit you in and put you on the i2i podcast. We're going to be doing stuff from throwback stuff to new stuff moving forward, trying to get the story of Pongkings out there, and also trying to say what's relevant and what's going on. And what's going on right now is absolute shit. Like I said, we had Capital Craft, which, I mean, awesome location, and I hope we can get that once the inside opens, and then I think people loosen up. That tent outside is really good. One of the bars that we were talking to, their fucking tent blew away. So, yeah, just add that to the list of crappy things that have been going on this year with us and the world. Yeah, we have a location that's ready to go, and their fucking tent blows away. So, who knows? We'll see if we get a phone call from that. But we're just gonna have to wait it out and wait and see. We're looking for some unique locations too, some stuff that's off the grid where we can have a big tournament, kind of like a BYOB type of thing, but somewhere where there's ample parking and nobody's gonna disturb us, and we can do a big freaking tournament for a lot of money, and maybe run multiple tournaments during a whole day. So we're looking something maybe in a warehouse. So keep it between us. But yeah, so we're gonna keep it short and sweet here today. Tomorrow we'll put something together, and hopefully we have our guest that was supposed to be on today show up tomorrow. Special guest, old school guest, OG. If you know who he is, if you can guess who it is, leave a comment. Maybe I'll fill you in on it, and give us a subscribe. And we're gonna do more of these. So i2i podcast, get used to it. It's gonna be something that's gonna be happening. We've been talking about forever, and finally we can do it. So, all right, guys, have a good night. Subscribe.